What is up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerdcast for the next episode of Kingdom. It's good to see you. Welcome on back in. I have no idea. Sometimes I just get these intro ideas, and then they just gotta go. They gotta bang. Apparently, if you send your knights to the right-hand side once the boat is at the dock, things happen too, so we're gonna try that. I'm using, since we died, we might as well do a little experimentation this time around. I like that I know what the investment guy does now. I'm pretty happy with the fact that I know what he does. So that'll be really, really nice for the next map. I think that sets us up to get... because this game is all about eking out as much gold as you can from the early game. If you're not set up by the time you get to, like, day 15 due to a bad map or whatever else, you've got problems. You've got rough problems in this game. There's not going to be a... oh my god, you have so many coins. Thank you. I appreciate your coins. I mean, technically I could start chopping down trees or whatever. Doesn't really matter. Like, we don't need to work in this direction that badly. But we should be able to get to the next map fairly quickly. The only downside here is that I kind of want to play around with some of the other mechanics and just see what happens. I'm going to send those guys out just to see what happens when I send archers to the right. Because someone mentioned it on the forums, and I think it's worth investigating just to, like, see what'll happen. So let's take those four, and we're going to send them to the right. We'll take you, and we'll send you to the right as well. But they don't have a retinue with them. So we may not be getting the maximum mileage out of what we could be doing right now, but I heard that they board the boat if you send them that way. In addition, you know those huts that we've been seeing in the forest? I think you can give those gold, and the building will suck in gold, and then something happens. There's no... the thing that threw me off about it, there's no little slots for you to... like this right here. This indicates to me that I can interact with this by putting gold in it. But apparently there are a ton of new mechanics that only function by you... just dropping gold in front of them and waiting to see what happens now. And so it makes me a little bit... why is the boat not going fast? What happened to all my little hammer guys? Are they working on chopping down the forest now? Is that what it is? That must be what it is. Oh, we got a blood moon coming through. It's not gonna matter, because we're banged out hella hard as far as defenses go. So we should be alright. You guys got any more money for me? Hell yeah, you got more money for me. See, this is why I loves you. This is why I loves you. Let's get back over to the left and watch and see how the defense is going over here. I think the ballista is an unlockable. Like, you don't get the ballista technology. Ooh. Yikes, that was a vicious kill right there. That rock was like dead on. That rock could not have been more accurate. So, whereas most of my guys seem to have pretty terrible accuracy, at least the hammer guys know what they're doing as far as... oh, there's one of those dudes out here. Shit. I was going to go out and I was going to preempt the day, but I guess they're not going to let me do that right now. Just jumped a bunch of my dudes. Made them drop their hammers. Oh, wow, he took their... I was going to say, they should re-equip their hammers. I wasn't totally sure, but I was like, why aren't you re-equipping your hammers right now? I kind of want you to do I want you to do just that, please. I want to give this guy a bunch of cash. Ooh, my gold pile's getting higher. I don't know why that makes me happy, but that makes me really happy. Just be like Scrooge McDuck up in my castle. Money piled to the ceiling. Swimming in it, just being like, wee! I'm swimming in money, you plebs. You ever think that, like, Scrooge McDuck could have done a lot more altruistic stuff with his money? I mean, like, his name is Scrooge, like, I get it. Like, he's not supposed to do altruistic things. But at the same time... sorry, I've got a popular phone right now. Like, people keep blowing me up, and it's not like text like LOL, I know you are. Like, it's stuff that, like, legitimately needs to be read, because I've got, like, a busy week in front of me right now. You would not believe how much stuff I have going on. Like, it is so hard to keep my head screwed on straight right now. Adult life. Like, I used to think that school life was too busy, and being like, oh my god, I just have so much stuff to do with my homework or whatever. No, it just doesn't compare. Like, adult life, once you've got to, like, be responsible for your own success and being like responsible for not like going broke and also paying like all your lenders and everything like that. So much worse. It just adds an urgency to everything that I think is a little unnecessary, but at the same time, it's just the right amount of panic terror to keep you motivated. I need more hammer guys. I know I've been focusing really, really heavily on non-hammer guys right now, but we gave him like 24 gold today. I'm interested to see what our payout's going to be tomorrow. I'm hoping it'll be a banger. I'm hoping it'll be just like a slapper of a payment. It'll be like the best one ever. So to be more clear, right now, we're just kind of hanging out. We're waiting to see. There are still mechanics that I haven't had a chance to play around with yet. And because of that, we're on a safe map right now where there is literally no chance of anything. Okay, not literally no chance, but there is no chance. I guess it would have to be metaphorical first. However, the chance of anything bad happening to us right now, pretty slim. Pretty slim to none, unless something just completely and totally outlandish happens. So anyways, I'm taking this time to experiment a little bit with some of the mechanics that we haven't had time to play with just yet, because the first time around, I thought the mechanics would be like right there to beat you in the face, where in reality, it seems like New Lands has added a lot more nuanced stuff, like it's added less obvious things for you to work on. There's a couple more right there. If you hear the screaming of children in the background, I swear to God, it's not my child destruction dungeon. That is not functional right now. It's actually down for renovations. My child murder dungeon, you know, I've had some financial hardships. It's just not fiscally viable anymore. But no, there's little kids swimming in the pool outside. That's all that it is. The pool is outside my window. I explain this from time to time. The communal pool for my little barrio is right outside my window. Like I could throw a rock from my window into the pool pretty easily without even trying that hard. And so anyways, when the children get rowdy, just be aware that you may hear the whooping and cackling of small children in the background because they're enjoying the labors of summertime, I guess. I don't think we're getting attacked over here today, so I'm going to ride off into the forest and see if I can't get a couple more hammer guys to put that thing in the water, because I want to see if my knights will board it and they'll get on. Oh man, my horse is sleepy. It's day 19. We could have been out of here a long time ago. I guess I hyper-focused on archers too much. It's hard to keep a balance, though. Hard to keep a balance. I have coins, right? I was going to say, if I don't have coins, it's going to be a real short trip into the forest, because I'm not going to have any way to bribe my peasants. This doesn't seem like a good way to actually... Oh, it's winter. It doesn't seem like this is a good way to run a kingdom either, just completely and totally on bribery. Like, everyone just gets paid money, and that's the only reason they have any loyalty at all. I find bribery to be a piss-poor... You gotta have, like, respect or you gotta have fear. You gotta add one of those in. Cash plus respect or fear plus respect. So every now and again, I promote that we just take one of the archers and we just make him go into the forest just as a punishment for the collective... He's a scapegoat. For the collective sins of the kingdom. One archer, we just send him in the forest to die, and that's it. We never see him again. If he comes back, we, I don't know, secretly murder him or something out behind the village walls. I was thinking about it the other day, and I don't know if people back in the old days were smarter than people nowadays. I can't decide. Because on one hand, like, dumb people nowadays... Oh my god, that was so many coins. Dumb people nowadays... Yeah, it looks like the gold pile got lower. I think it might be just bank storage space, plus he gives you a little bit of investment money every now and again. Because I think he just gave us 10 coins. I mean, the thing here is that we've got time to fiddle around with this mechanic and see what happens. Because we're still waiting for the boat to get pushed off. We don't have the little hammer guys around, so... I've still got harvest coming through, too, so I'm not really that concerned about money at the moment. Yeah, like, there you go. We're already, like, partially filled back up just from a couple of harvests. I think I might prioritize farms a little bit more aggressively from now on when I play the game. There's one random coin out here. Oh, it's from the deforestation. Gotcha. They came out here on the way and they deforested. I heard the new Green Day single, which was pretty cool. See, that's... Let me finish my diatribes here. I think people back in the old days might have been smarter than us. They seem to have more applicable skills, and they don't have an excuse. Like, if they wanted to acquire information, what are they going to do, you know? Like, they could go to a library. If that doesn't have the information that they require, well, I guess you're just going to be ignorant. And that's that. Like, you get stuck at a certain rung, you know what I mean? Whereas nowadays, you have, like, the entire internet at your disposal. And if you just choose to remain ignorant, it's your own fault. I feel like there's a certain level of dumbness that goes into just willful ignorance that takes it like a whole new level up. I don't know if people agree with me, but it just seems like if you got an excuse, you get a bit of a pass, whereas nowadays we have no excuse whatsoever in the first world. Like, we should totally educate and do research and stuff like that. It's just like, that's too much effort. I would rather have horrible, unfounded feelings about things I don't understand. Like, heard the new Green Day single. Definitely sounds like they're trying to go back to like a Dookie Day with it. I think after American Idiot, I don't know, their last two are really, really poppy. I was surprised with actually how punk rock the new single was. Their last couple albums were really, really poppy. Whereas the new single, I forget what it was called, it definitely seemed like they were going back to their roots a little bit, which is good. I mean, I was never a Green Day fan anyways. I was more on the Blink-182 end of the spectrum. But, you know, that's cool. They're following the boat, so I think they're going to get on it. I bet like 80% chance they're going to get on the boat. Are these guys coming out here to push, by the way? I should wait till morning and fill up my wallet with coins before I go to the next map too. It just makes it easier. It makes the whole thing simpler. You gotta go in with like, if you go in with a full coin purse, it allows you to essentially leapfrog some of the early game cash problems that you would have in other situations. Winter is here. Another thing that I wanted to validate is just how that affects the farms that are up. Like, if the farms are already established, do they stay established, but it's impossible to start a new farm once it starts snowing? That's how I think it works. Like, any farm you already have up will continue to function in winter, but if the farm is not up, the farmers cannot create new farms once it starts snowing. That's my assumption for how it works. What is it with little girls in the pool and screaming? Like, I've noticed something. Little boys in the pool, they whoop, they holler, they run around. But little girls, they do this shrill thing when they get in pools that it's just like, why? You're just swimming. Nothing is happening right now. Why are you screaming like something's grabbing you by the foot and murdering you? I don't understand it. I just don't understand it. What are you guys doing? You just like walking back? That's cool. I think our coin purse is about as full as it's gonna get. I wanted to see the expanse of like how many farms we could... Oh, he's got more coins too. Alright, well I'll take those. Whatever. That's cool. How many farms can I actually make is my question. It looks like 4 come off of one building. Because those guys are not hustling out. Then again, winter is here. So that would be the next part is like, are they not going out there because winter is here? Did I just not do it fast enough? We'll validate that all in the next map. We ride, Cage! We've got our knights on the boat. We've got everybody there that needs to be there. We've got a full coin purse. Everything is good to go. Everything is guten, as they like to say. My mom speaks German. Not like amazing German, but she speaks German. It gets worse as the years go on. Like, my mom's German at the age of 29 was a lot better than her German at the age of, well, 31. There you go, Mom. I got your back. You can't... I don't know if I would ever recover from talking about how my... I don't know if I said my mom's age on the internet, I think I might die. I'm pretty sure she just might come to my house with a knife and stab me. You guys are just gonna sit over here and jack deer, huh? Alright, I'm not judging. I am raising an eyebrow, but I'm not judging. Onto the boat we go. To the next land! Little bit quicker that time around. Could have been faster, but I was fiddling around with stuff. Alright, on to the next map. Let's do this thing. Welcome to our new land, where it does appear that our coins have transferred over with us. That is a very, very good thing. You know, I reach for my mouse all the time when I play this game, but there's no point. There's no point at all. I wonder if we still get the guy who comes in. So, you gentlemen, let's go ahead and get this camp upgraded. We'll get started here. One by one. One by one. I think we still got a couple of hammer guys who should be good, so let's start with archers for now. I don't think I can upgrade my camp. I think you can only upgrade it like once a day or something like that. Some people have recommended that you not build the outermost walls until you get them for free from like building your base or whatever. So where did these knights go right here? I'm curious. I'm very curious about where they go. I'm going to suggest that we make it out to here as quickly as possible. We'll make our farms on the right-hand side because that's the safest place for them. This lady... Oh, she's pointing in the wrong direction. Yeah, she's trying to lead me back to my city. Okay. Let's use the first day real fast to do a little bit of investigation to see what's off to the right. I'm sure there's something over here that we'll be interested in. If it's a shrine or anything like that, there's builder's shrines, there's archer's shrines. This right here, I think this is like Baba Yaga's hut or something like that, although Baba Yaga's hut had chicken legs. It doesn't look like you can do anything with it. That might just be, I mean, that was the thing that I wanted to investigate, is somebody had said that, oh, we've got an archer shrine over here. Don't know if I'm going to put cash into that just yet because I don't need it. I'm going to wait until that becomes more of a necessity than anything else. As of the first day, okay, we got another couple people over here. So let's bring them in because the manpower shortage, I think, is going to be probably one of the bigger things we have to deal with here. I can seriously build a farm this far out? That's surprising to me. We're almost out of time for the day, but I just think I heard the portal. Yeah, there it is right there. So we got a portal out past that spot. We'll probably focus on that pretty early on. In all honesty, I'll probably get the walls upgraded and make sure that they are appropriately manned. And then from there, did this guy... Oh, there's 3 of them. Okay. I may watch their backs on their way into the city to make sure they make it there, because 3 recruits is pretty good. And if I can just drop coins to keep monsters off their ass, it's worth it to me. Is anything else coming? That should have been it, I think. Alright, so we'll go back to town as rapidly as possible. We're on map number 2. So that'll be fun. I'm really excited about getting back to where we were. I wasn't sure if playing the game, from now on, if we die, what I'll do is I'll beat the first map over again in my own time, and then we'll come back in wherever we were in the next episode. So that'll be easier. The problem is that I had like not enough videos for the channel and stuff like that because a bunch of series ended. I was not planning on We Happy Few, and also on top of We Happy Few. Oh, really? It's not nighttime yet. Oh. Well, our little guys out here might still get jacked then. I thought it was nighttime already. My internal clock is apparently poor. Now we've just got to hope we don't get hit from one side. I don't think we will, and in fact, I may send out my knights very, very early to deal with the first portal. Then again, I've heard that if you destroy a portal, you get a blood moon the next night. And I don't know if the response is proportionate to the day played, or if the response is standardized. If you get hit by a giant massive attack after destroying a portal this early in the game, that would be devastating, and that would just be it for us. Like, we're just not set up for it. Just get to grass, buddy. I just need you to get to grass. If you get to grass, we'll be good and golden. Perfect. All nice and fed up. Let's go ahead and get some of this going. I'm going to throw a little bit more into making my city a little bit larger. This guy, we always want to make sure we pay him his 1 gold so that we get our freebie cash on the way through. How'd you guys do with hunting? Anything for me? Nothing. Okay. Well, let's ride out to the left then. Well, let's not ride out to the left. First, I'm going to upgrade this wall. I want to make sure this wall is alright. But we're going to ride out to the left, and we're going to hopefully find the stone shrine so that we can move ourselves up the tech tier. So that's all nice and done early. Grab a couple of these little guys right here. See, that guy just took your gold because you aren't a go-getter. If you would just hustle a little harder, that could have been you. You could have had a giant thing of gold the size of like a wall mount. But no. So there's our stone shrine right there. I think that'll be necessary sooner rather than later. It looks like the majority of the good stuff is going to be happening. Oh yeah, there's treasure chests too. I forgot about that. Okay, so we'll grab some treasure chests while we're out here too. And that'll probably take the edge off a little bit. We might find a second camp too. If we find a second camp, yeah, we can get 4 people in one day. Which would be really, really fantastic. It'd be cool to front stock on archers and hammer guys and everything else right now. We've got another portal on that side too. Apparently when you destroy all the portals, it becomes like permanent blood moon or something. Was another thing that I checked out and read. So I would keep that one locked in as well. I think we should be alright. We got like crazy carnival music going on right now. don't know if those guys are going to make it into camp by the time they get jumped by whatever's out here. You need grass, horsey? I bet you need grass. We only got one treasure chest. That's how difficult our life is right now. One treasure chest, as Avik would put it, and my diamond shoes are too tight. Come along, gentlemen. I'm okay with bribing off an attack if I have to. It's only day 2. Come on. There we go. That'll get them up and out of the way for right now. I think 2 gold is an okay cost to... Well, I mean, really, it'll depend. These guys aren't showing any real acumen when it comes to getting back to town on time. So who knows. I'm going to use the excess gold we just picked up to go straight up to stone tier real fast, so that that's no longer a concern. And then from there we need to focus on getting farms up and running. That's all that matters, is getting farms up and running from here on in. I'm of the opinion that we might get attacked. It's only like the second night, but things happen, you know. Things do happen. Or they might make it back into town with nary a peep from our enemies. I don't know. Also you. Did that guy have a pimp chair? That guy had a throne. Why would you sign up for a life of servitude with me when you've already got a throne where it is you're at? Poor decision-making choices on the behalf of my peasants. Just bad discernment. We're out of time for the day, though. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Kingdom. I will see you all in future episodes. It's been a lot of fun so far. He should have gold for me in the morning, and I will see you all later.